Welcome back to Conversations with Kendall. I am your host, Kendall Ficklin, and this is the Parent Edition. I was on the MARTA, I was on the bus, and I was sitting next to a young lady, a young girl, and she was having an argument with, I figured it was her boyfriend. She was having an argument. She was going off. You ain't this and you ain't that. You was never there for me. These past 8 years, you ain't been nothing but a big disappointment. You ain't never there for your daughter. We can't depend on you at all. Going off, and then she hung up. And then she sat there and she just started crying. So I looked over at her and I said, you all right, daughter? You all right? She didn't say nothing. She was just quiet. She looked like she was just tore up. And then she finally said, I've been there for him for 8 years. He's never been there for us. He told me he wanted a daughter. He told me he was going to take care of us. He told me he would always be there for me. He told me he loved me. He didn't do any of that. He's just selfish. She got quiet. She said, I wish I had a father. The crazy thing about it is, she doesn't even realize that she does have a father. My question is, where is he? What happened to him? I don't think that we understand, man, that the most precious gift that we can ever get is the gift to give and procreate our children. There's no excuse for us not to be there. None. If we were man enough to lay down and produce it, then we should be man enough to stand up and parent it. So no excuses. And trust me, don't get me wrong, there was a time in my life when I had no clue what I was doing. I got 2 daughters biologically, 2 stepdaughters, 1 daughter-in-law, and countless other of young ladies that call me Pop. And by being Pop, I've accepted a responsibility to parent in some way, shape, form, or fashion, and to be there for them. But when I was younger, when I had my first two daughters, I really didn't know what being a father was about. I didn't know that you had to become a man in order to be a father. Even with my oldest daughter, one of the things that I learned as I was building my relationship with her was, this fathering thing ain't no joke. I had to become a man first, not knowing that a father is a provider. And he not only provides financially, he provides emotionally. He's a protector to protect your daughter from the vultures, from the young boys, from the older men that are out there that are always trying to get in their pants. A father is a nurturer, and he's supposed to nurture his children and his daughter. So I didn't know none of this, but I took the time and I learned. I always hear the story. The guy always says, anything that you learn, you can unlearn. And anything that you don't know, you can learn. And you're not supposed to know, but you are supposed to learn. So I took the time and I read books and I watched tapes and I put myself around powerful parents so I could learn how to be a father. And it's crazy because as men, we get excited over basketball, we get excited over women, we go crazy over, the sports and everything. And we upgrade everything. We upgrade our phones, we upgrade our clothes, we upgrade our shoes, but we don't upgrade ourselves. We don't upgrade the people that we put ourselves around. She needs daddy too. More than your boys need her. More than the chick that you messing around need her. She needs daddy too. Oldest daughter, she's 22 years old. And she has never brought a young man to the house for me to meet. So this one time, just recently, might have been a year ago, she brought home and introduced me to this guy that she was seeing. Now, there's 2 lessons in this small little story right here. The first lesson is I raised her not to bring or deal with anybody who wouldn't qualify the test. The test being coming home to daddy, to brothers, and being able to be all that we expect him to be. To know that when you do bring him home to daddy, that there is going to be a test. And he needs to be in a position to pass that test. Whomever this young man is, he better be right before you walk through the door. So she brings the dude to the house and he comes in and immediately he gets the treatment. We all over him. I'm all over him. Brothers all over him. Uncles all over him. Her godfather's all over him. And he passed the test. Good young man. But I don't expect anything less than that. I don't expect. As men, we got to learn how to kill concrete for our daughters. She needs daddy too. So fathers, I want to encourage you to take the time and spend some time and put yourself around some powerful men and learn how to be a man first. I heard a young girl say, I dropped a tear in the ocean, and the day that you find it will be the day that I stop missing you. Thank you for listening. Share this with somebody that you know needs it. Share it with somebody that you know could use it. I'll see you next week. Thank you, thank you, thank you.